Hey, it's your boy SergDragon, and welcome to a special edition of Heaven's Monsters Podcast. It's your boy SergDragon, and with me always is T-Money, King of Puppies. There you go. We're gonna do Impact. Thanks to the fact that it's on Twitch, I was able to watch it, and I can give you this, but thanks to him, we got the actual info just in case if I forget some things. You know me. In which case, it would be the premiering on Pursuit channel, which I don't got. You do. That's good for you. You don't. You're not gonna watch it, are you?
Oh, I'll probably watch some of it.
I can't watch it. I gotta wait till I get home, and then I got work tomorrow. That sucks. I gotta be here just for them to shampoo the carpets.
Because I don't let you watch my big fan Impact. I don't let you watch it because Scarlet Bardot. Speaking
of that. Coming of Impact, Pursuit Channel, and Twitch.
And Johnny Impact.
Yeah. Welcome Johnny Impact as the new retaining world champion because he beat the Cage. But Cage had a 10 count at one point when the referee was down and even Cage was pissed. He would come out there violently wanting a match, but it would be said that Johnny said he would get his match a later time. He needs to deal with Killer Cross after what he did to his wife, throwing her, Taya Valkyrie, 3 seats into the audience, and she would be injured for that week. Damn. And Killer Cross was saying he'll do it again to her if she comes back. Yeah. Talk about that. Talk about this. It would be the Lucha Brothers versus the Rascals. That match was crazy. I remember that much. But it would be ultimately, if I'm correct, the Lucha Brothers that would win that match. Right? I'm trying to think. They don't even say. No. After that, it would be the newly crowned Rick Swann as the X Division champion, saying he is going to be the soldier of the X Division. Sami Callihan, on the other hand, has different plans. Coming out with the t-shirt, with his 2 flunkies, telling him to come home and be a part of OVE.
I would.
But his buddy, Willie Mack, the Mac, came out to say otherwise. And it would be a revenge match between him and Sami Callihan. Willie Mack defeats Sami Callihan. Yee! There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Even though Sami Callihan is still looking to get Rick Swann on his team. Scarlet Bardot would actually then say that she's going to strip in front of the world and show off her goodies and her lingerie. You know this guy was happy. And right when she was going to do it, here comes the freaking Denzi Hit Squad. That old man did not want her showing off any of her goods, thinking that he and his boys were going to be the ones that she would pick in her auditioning for her scouting and say, you can do that for us in private. Because that's what he wants. He wants another wife. That's what he wants. He wants her. But then, yeah, boy comes out. Well, Scott Steiner.
Big Papa Pump.
And what else does he go by?
Big Bad Booty Daddy.
Yeah.
The genetic freak. Freakzilla.
He comes out saying that one thing I like is freaks. And when girls are freaks and they want to show, I want to see them show. So he's telling them not to get their ass out. And the old man is having a heart attack. He can't stand what's going on. He's like, no, this is not right. No. Like, fuck you. This is America. And Scarlet Bardot shows off. And she shows off some nice black and red lingerie. And the freak is loving it. He's got a front row seat with a chair in the ring. Ha ha! There you go. I don't know if we can show this, but like that. Ooh la la. Put that back in. Next, we have former Knockouts champion Tessa Blanchard, and she's losing it. She is freaking losing it. She would then go on to fight Kelly Connells, I guess another rookie, and defeat her, saying she wants her title back. Obviously, she's a heel. She lost the title. You know she does. Backstage, Eli Drake confronts a new hardcore warrior, Eddie Edwards, and asks him to go if he really wants to go down that path. Of course he does. We now have also Su Yung and Dark Alley, receive a cryptic message from the returning Rosemary, or they give him one. There we go. This would be the thing that ends the night. And boy, it was crazy. It would be Johnny Impact versus Killer Kross in a no DQ match. No disqualification. Boy, there was tables, there was chairs. Boy, there were chairs. Johnny Impact buried Killer Kross in chairs, slammed it several times, and Killer Kross got back up, and they're throwing chairs in the ring one after the other, and says, all night long. The fans were screaming that. Sadly, oh man, this sucks. Moose would interfere in the match, giving a 2-on-1 on Johnny Impact, and ultimately Killer Kross would put Johnny Impact to sleep, gaining him the win. Damn. That sucks. Go ahead and look up the 18th. Also, ladies and gentlemen, this will be a Impact Wrestling edition of January 11th and 18th. 2 weeks version of 2019.
January 18th, Impact Wrestling?
18. Since we missed the last two because of the fact it was on Fridays and didn't have the storage at the time. Now I do. I hope. Be right back with that info. And we're back. Last week's episode, not this week's, because they're airing it on Friday, which sucks.
Say January
18th.
Episode Impact.
Yeah, I said that before, but yeah, thank you. January 18th edition, we had the unexplained alliance of Killer Kross and Moose, who was teaming up with Austin Aries. There's no idea where he is right now. Where's Austin Aries?
I think he left Impact. I heard about it.
I didn't see him in that promo, the hour-long promo stage stuff with the AEW, All Elite Wrestling. I think that's what it stands for. Well, these two are still aligned with each other, Kross and Moose, and they are looking to be having questions. In the first match, we have Cam with Falaba versus Caleb.
Conley.
It would be a no contest. Oh, what the hell? Makes no sense. Oh, that's why. Because Cage is on the warpath. It says Cage powerbombs follow off the... Yeah. Cage is pissed knowing that Johnny Impact has a match, a title match, with Killer Cross after what happened the previous night before, on the 11th. In which case, he said he was promised a title match, and now because he's being pushed aside, he's going nuts. He's taking out everybody. I mean, people who are in the back. We got wrestlers. We got ring announcers. He attacked the ref. He's going to be fine. You know he is. And he's just and ultimately, Johnny Impact comes out trying to talk to him, but didn't even get the word out because here comes Killer Cross covering him up with a jacket, and here's Moose also. And after they just left him, here comes Cage dragging his ass into the ring. Looked like he was about to drop him. And once again, here comes Moose and Killer Cross once again. But this time, they're not just attacking Impact, they're attacking Cage as well. Good Lord, have mercy. They have a death wish. It's bad enough they got fighting against 2-on-1 against Impact. Now they got Johnny Impact. Now they got Cage on their sides. You stupid. It would be then that Cage is pissed knowing that he's got to deal with Johnny Impact for his wrong at Homecoming. And the fact that he's getting pushed aside, despite the fact that he feels in his right mind that he deserves a rematch. He's going to go AWOL on Moose, asking what the hell. He doesn't care. He wants to fight. He's going to fight. Eli Drake would then join the announce cast for the match with Eddie Edwards versus Ethan Page. I guess he's no longer with the Third Eye. What? Evan Bourne. What's his name?
Matt Sydal.
Matt Sydal. He's not. I haven't seen Matt Sydal either.
I know. You know these wrestlers. They take time off. They got their own personal lives.
He wasn't at Homecoming. I'll tell you that much. Yeah. A fight would exudes.
He probably was backstage, just wasn't scheduled to wrestle.
Yep. I was thinking, if I remember correctly, and I was right, Eddie Edwards grabs Kenny and disqualifying himself for using a kendo stick. Kenny being the kendo stick. Go figure. Disqualification. After Eli Drake gets on the mic and questions Eddie's inability to control his hardcore urges. Drake reminds Eddie that he used to be a champion, but ever since he turned hardcore, he hasn't been in a title picture. Drake proposes that Eddie reverts back to the old Eddie Edwards. It would then be Ali versus and Su Yung, the Dark Alley. They don't say Dark Alley, but that's what they keep saying in the TV show. They don't. This site doesn't do it. Would fight Jardy?
Yeah, Jardy.
Jardy Grace and Kiera Hogan. Ultimately, if I'm correct, and shoot, it was a one-on-one match. It was Jardy Grace versus Dark Alley, and Jardy Grace gets the win through a power bomb, if I'm correct. Yep, there it is, power bomb. Sit down slam. That's a Batista bomb, baby. That's a Batista bomb. Sit down power slam. In defeat, Su Yung is looking at Dark Alley with disappointment and disdain. The lights go out, and in Su Young's place is Rosemary. Rosemary then tries to put her hands on Alley, and Dark Alley will not have it.
She's trying
away.
She's trying to bring back her friend Alley.
Question remains: what happened to Su Yung? Where did she go? She didn't show up after that. Ooh, Rosemary's got more power than ever. And sad news, ladies and gentlemen. Scarlet Bardot I think Bardot.
Bardot, yeah.
Yeah, it's her name that's weird. Scarlet Bardot announces the winner of her talent search. What did I say?
You didn't say it. You didn't say her name right. You said Bardot. It's Bardot's.
Bardot's.
Yeah.
Scarlet Bardot announces her winner of her talent search, and egotistically says it's herself. What did you expect? She said. So now it's official. She will be entering the ring next week. We will have to wait and see. It would be Brian Cage and Moose after that. Brian Cage just drill claws. They fight each other left and right, but at the end it's a drill claw from Cage to Moose. Basically, it's like a sit-down, power over the shoulder pile driver. That's what it is. Drill claw. After that, it would be Taya Valkyrie on the phone saying that she will be back next week and hopefully be in full recovery. Saying that she would be. Hoping to fight Tessa Blanchard or in Mexico. Sadly, Tessa Blanchard goes AWOL. She attacks one of the girls in the headset in the back, choking the life out of her. Gail Kim, the Hall of I have to say this right because I'm about to say NXT. TNA Hall of Famer gets in her face trying to stop her, and she is just beating Gail Kim's ass. Commercial break, comes back only for them to showcase that she's still wanted on the Warpath. She's even going so far as to attack some of the people in the back, the head guys. Even the head guy says, enough! From that, take a break. You need to take a breath. You need to cool your head. As if right now you are suspended. And she is just pissed. I mean, look at that. She choked Gail Kim. She choked Gail Kim. Look at that. Damn. She's choking everybody.
I got it.
I got you. There you go. X-Division Champions, Rick Swann versus Trey. Non-title match. The Rascals. Rick Swann defeats Trey. Woo! And once again, I'm showing him. OVE comes out welcoming Rick Swann. Rick Swann won't have none of it. And then after that, Rick Swann declining OVE once again. It would be a tag team champions versus, LAX. About to say, well, not even about to mention them. The tag team champions, LAX versus the OVE. Non-title match. And LAX gets to win. After match, Lucha Brothers congratulate LAX on their victory backstage. Most of the surprise, Conan. Oates Zets offers them another shot at the tag titles Impact Wrestling while going off air. And freaking Conan is like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you crazy? What did I just tell you? And we hit the 20-minute mark, almost in the 20-minute mark. We just hit the 19-minute mark. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching it up to this point. I tried to finish as fast as I could, but it's good. Tonight will be the 25th episode in which we can't cover because neither of us saw it. So we'll have to do that another day, probably next week. Thank you for watching. And ultimately, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Wait for you.
Sorry.
You gave me a 3.
My apologies.
Put that thumb back in there. There you go. If you like the, give it a thumbs up, thumbs down, and hit that subscribe button. If you like the content, hit that notification bell for the next Heaven's Monsters podcast. Thank you, and good night, and make sure to watch Impact Wrestling on Twitch. It's free, ladies and gentlemen. So enjoy. Peace out. That, and make sure you see if you got Pursuit channel. Make sure to check your local listings.